Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic figures. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the incomparable Jack Paar, a name that may not be as instantly recognizable to some of our younger listeners, but trust me, his impact on the world of entertainment is nothing short of legendary. As the charismatic host of The Tonight Show from 1957 to 1962, Jack Paar brought a unique blend of wit, sophistication, and unpredictability to late-night television, paving the way for future generations of talk show hosts. Born on May 1, 1918, in Canton, Ohio, Jack Paar grew up in a family that valued education and encouraged his early interest in performance. His father, Howard Paar, was a successful businessman who owned a department store in downtown Canton, and his mother, Lillian Heinze Paar, was a homemaker who nurtured Jack's creative side with piano lessons and trips to the local theater. The Paar family lived in a cozy home on 13th Street Northwest, just a stone's throw from the bustling downtown area of Canton, where Jack would often watch the street performers and vendors that lined the sidewalks. I can almost imagine young Jack, eyes wide with wonder, taking in the sights and sounds of the vibrant city. As a child, Jack was fascinated by vaudeville, and his parents would often take him to see shows at the Palace Theater in Canton. He was especially drawn to the charismatic performers, like Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton, who could effortlessly command an audience's attention with their wit and charm. These early influences would later shape Jack's own style as a performer, as he learned to craft his unique blend of humor and sophistication. It was during his time at McKinley High School in Canton that Jack began to explore his passion for broadcasting. He joined the school's drama club and began performing in local theater productions, honing his skills as an actor and comedian. After graduating from high school in 1936, Jack enrolled at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, where he studied business and began to develop his skills as a radio announcer at the university station, WMUB. As a college student, Jack was determined to make a name for himself in broadcasting. He worked tirelessly to perfect his on-air personality, practicing his delivery, and developing his unique blend of humor and charm. His hard work paid off, and he quickly gained a reputation as a talented young broadcaster. After graduating from college in 1940, Jack landed a job as a radio announcer at WNEW in New York City, where he worked alongside some of the biggest names in broadcasting, including Don McNeil and Red Skelton. As we explore the early life of Jack Paar, it's clear that his experiences from his childhood in Canton to his time in college played a significant role in shaping his future as a performer. The seeds of his success were sown in these formative years, and it's fascinating to see how they would eventually blossom into a remarkable career. From his early days as a vaudeville enthusiast to his first forays into radio broadcasting, Jack Paar was destined for greatness. As a young radio announcer at WNEW in New York City, Jack Paar quickly gained a reputation for his unique blend of humor and sophistication. His big break came in 1957 when he was tapped to host The Tonight Show, which was then a relatively new program on NBC. With his quick wit, charming personality, and ability to think on his feet, Jack brought a fresh perspective to the show, making it an instant hit with audiences. One of the key factors that contributed to Jack's success on The Tonight Show was his ability to connect with his guests. He had a gift for putting even the most nervous interviewees at ease, drawing out their stories and insights in a way that was both entertaining and informative. Whether he was chatting with Hollywood stars like Marilyn Monroe or Frank Sinatra, or interviewing world leaders like Nikita Khrushchev, Jack's warm and engaging style made him a beloved figure on American television. Jack's time on The Tonight Show was also marked by his willingness to push boundaries and take risks. He was known for his irreverent humor and his ability to tackle tough topics, from politics to social issues, in a way that was both thought-provoking and entertaining. His show became a platform for some of the most iconic comedic performances of the era, including appearances by legendary comedians like Jonathan Winters and Bob Hope. As Jack's popularity grew, so did his influence on American culture. He became a trendsetter, with his distinctive style and wit influencing a generation of comedians, actors, and writers. His show was also a launching pad for many future stars, including a young Woody Allen, who got his start as a writer on The Tonight Show. Despite the many successes of his time on The Tonight Show, Jack's tenure was not without controversy. He was known for his feuds with NBC executives, whom he felt were trying to stifle his creativity and restrict his freedom to tackle tough topics. In 1960, Jack walked off the show in a dispute over censorship, leaving his fans shocked and wondering what would happen next. As we look back on Jack Paar's remarkable career, it's clear that his time on The Tonight Show was a defining moment in American television history. He brought a level of sophistication, wit, and intelligence to late-night programming that had never been seen before, paving the way for future generations of talk show hosts. And yet, despite all his successes, Jack remained humble and grounded, always true to his roots and his values. After leaving The Tonight Show in 1962, Jack Paar went on to pursue other projects, including a primetime variety show called The Jack Paar Program. The show ran for several seasons and featured many of the same guests and comedic styles that had made The Tonight Show so popular. However, despite its initial success, the show ultimately struggled to find its footing and was canceled after a few years. In addition to his work on television, Jack Paar also became increasingly involved in politics during the 1960s and 1970s. He was an outspoken supporter of the Democratic Party and often used his platform to speak out on issues like civil rights and social justice. In 1968, he even hosted a series of debates between presidential candidates Hubert Humphrey and Richard Nixon, which were widely praised for their thoughtfulness and civility. Despite his many successes, Jack Paar's personal life was also marked by struggles during this period. He suffered from depression and anxiety, and was often at odds with his network executives over issues like censorship and creative control. In 1973, he suffered a major health scare when he underwent surgery for a brain aneurysm, which forced him to reevaluate his priorities and slow down his pace. In the years that followed, Jack Paar continued to work in television, albeit at a slower pace. He made occasional appearances on shows like The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson and Saturday Night Live, and even hosted a few specials and documentaries. However, he never again achieved the same level of success or influence that he had enjoyed during his time on The Tonight Show. Despite this, Jack Paar's legacy as a pioneering figure in American television continued to grow. He was widely credited with helping to establish the late-night talk show format, and his influence can still be seen in shows like The Daily Show and Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. In 1985, he was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Emmy for his contributions to the industry, which was a testament to his enduring impact on American comedy and culture. As we look back on Jack Paar's remarkable career, it's clear that his later years were marked by both triumphs and challenges. Despite struggling with personal demons and navigating the changing landscape of American entertainment, he remained true to his values and continued to inspire and influence new generations of performers and writers. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.